Om Shri Mahaganadhipataye Namaha. Welcome to another video from Stepping Towards Liberation Group. Today's topic is anything for good. Let's dive deeper. This is a difficult topic because we can go so deep and we still have so much depth left. That much topic it is. But let's try to do our best and let's discuss something on this topic. So we just listed a few points here to discuss to a certain level, at least a basic level. Okay, so let's get into the topic now. So the first line says, the result of a situation may be different for a devotee and a non-devotee. Okay. So we are not discussing about devotees or non-devotees here. Just this is a statement. We will just discuss about this later. Let's take a situation where it just there was a snowfall on a certain day, and the next day a person is walking and he accidentally stepped on some ice skate, or I don't know what they call this, and he suddenly slipped over and his back, he slipped over and he fell down, and somehow his leg started paining and he had to go and see a doctor, and they took an x-ray. They told it is okay, it is not any fracture, but still you need to be on medication for a couple of days. You should be okay. Okay, so the thing is, the person fell down after a snow day. Is it good? Like, it doesn't seem a good experience, right? But for that person, is this valid anything for good? He may be thinking that it is a very bad day for me because I fell down and I did not notice that there was an ice layer and I stepped on that one and then I fell down. Instead of going by walk, I should have gone in a car, or I should have checked properly before stepping on that one. So it was a very bad day for me. So that's what that person may be thinking. But anything for good is a topic. So somebody who see him, they will tell that, okay, don't worry, anything for good. But that person may be thinking it's a very bad day for me. Okay, so anything for good is a topic, but sometimes whatever happened to us, it may be painful. Okay, so the pain is there, but it is good or bad is we have to deep analyze. Then only we will know whatever happened to that person is for good or bad. Probably we can assume that it is anything for good, right? Maybe he had to have a very bad experience and it ended up with a simple slip, okay, and he don't even have any any fracture, bone fracture, or nothing happened. Okay, he just had to take a rest for a couple of days, and he would have taken some medication for a couple of days, and then the third day he may be okay. Okay, but the person may not think that if something major has to happen and it went with a small thing. Okay, there are people who think a very small thing what happened to them, it is the biggest thing in their life, and that should not happen to them, because it's not easy, because we have to experience so many things because we did so many bad things in the past. Okay, so the impact of the bad things what we did will come in the similar way, in the same passion. Okay, in the same pays how we did bad. Okay. So that's a totally different topic. It's a philosophy of karma, and there is so much to deep dive. Okay, that's why I said in the beginning only that this topic is very difficult to discuss. Okay, but still we will try our best. Okay, let's get into this topic of result of a situation may be different for a devotee and a non-devotee. So before getting into that one, we will discuss the next 3 points, which is very much required for this topic. I don't want to discuss the karma philosophy in detail, but in brief, if you do good, you will get good results. If you do bad, you will get bad results. Is a basic thumb rule. If you do good means like you did something good, so you are going to enjoy the fruit of that good activity, maybe not immediately, maybe in some other life or after a few days or whatever. Okay. Suppose a basic example we take here is you are paying a insurance premium for your health insurance. Okay, after maybe after 3 or 4 years, suppose unfortunately you had some bad flu, or maybe you have to go to the emergency and you have to spend so much money. Okay, at that time, because you paid for the insurance, which is good, you are enjoying the fruit of that one, and all the bills are taken care because you paid the premium. Okay. So I think it is not an appropriate example here, but somehow you think that suppose you helped a person who is in need of any food. Okay. And maybe in some other life, maybe you end up in the same situation and some person will help you. Okay. The help which you got in that life is because of you helping a person who is in need of food in the previous life. Okay, that's probably a relevant example. Okay. If you do bad, you will get bad result. That's also very clearly understood. Like if you do bad for somebody, the similar thing will happen to you in the next life or some days after. It doesn't, we cannot conclude anything there because the karma philosophy is very deep and there is a lot of understanding is needed for that. Okay. So that's how it works. So good things will give good results, bad things will give bad results. When you enjoy the good things, you will feel happy, and when you suffer due to bad things, you will be suffering. Okay. So there is another kind of act which we can do. It is neither good nor bad. What is that? That is called selfless service. Okay. Selfless or no expectation service. Okay. We just do the thing and we don't expect anything, and we just don't look for any benefit also. Okay. There are 3 accounts actually. Good account, bad account, and neutral account. So good account means it will get credits. You'll credit to that account when you do good things. When you do bad things, that bad account will be credited. Okay. And the other account, which is very key here, is the selfless service account. That account will help you not to react to any situation. It means, suppose some bad thing happened or good thing happened, good thing you'll enjoy and bad thing you'll suffer. Okay. But the third account, which is called, I think we call it by Chitta Shuddhi in Telugu. In some language, Chitta Shuddhi means, it's also in Hindi. So Chitta Shuddhi means like it's a purity of heart. Okay. So that account will help you reach a state where you are unaffected by an external situation, positive or negative. It means if something happened, good or bad, whatever it is, you should not have more impact of that one. It means like you are not responding too much. Okay. If suppose a country lost a match, okay, so some people may take it very seriously, and some people may take it very easy. Okay. And some people may not even bother about that. Okay. So a person who doesn't care whether it is a win or lose, lost, right, lose, is a person which we are thinking here. Okay. So always in a life of a person, we should increase the third account. Okay. It means we should it's not that we should not do anything. Instead of adding into the good account or bad account, if you add the things into the third account, that will help you to come out of any situation. It's not helping you to come out or come out of situation or get into a good situation. It is helping you to be neutral. Okay. The problem is, if something happens bad, it is really bad because if you are impacted very badly. Okay. If something happens good, it is very good if you are too much excited about that. Okay. Suppose if bad thing happens, you don't take it very seriously. That is also good because you don't have much impact of that, right? Which is what we need. So it is we should not keep chasing good account and good things and bad things. We should not do good things thinking that okay, all the good things should happen to me, and we should not think that okay, I did a bad thing, so I should be ready for a bad thing to be happening. Okay, don't think that okay, my target is I should do good things only so that I will be always happy. Bad things I will avoid, and all these things. It is okay. It's good to think that we always should do good and we should not do bad, which is good. But that is not the solution. The solution is whether something happens good or something happens bad, I should not react. Okay. So how to develop that character? That is what is the account, which for that we need to do some credits into the third account, which is called selfless service bank. Okay. If this account is there, God will help you to reach a level where you will not have much influence with the bad or good. Okay. So if you are in the third level, then it doesn't matter whether something's happened good to you or bad to you. Okay. So always try to focus on the third one. Okay. So selfless service or no expectation service. It means like just do the thing and don't expect anything, or don't think that okay, I did something good or something bad. Don't think that. Just do it. But do good. Okay. Don't do bad. Do good and don't expect anything. That's what we need to do. Okay. So we just analyzed good, bad, and the neutral account. Okay. So now let's come back to the first thing again. Result of a situation may be different for a devotee and a non-devotee. Okay. A devotee is always protected by God. Okay. A non-devotee is not ignored. Okay. It's not that a non-devotee is totally ignored and only devotee is protected. No. I will make that point clear when I discuss the thing, one more thing in the line saying anything for good, because we are disposing our bad and good. Okay. Let's not mix up the topic. Let's stick to the first line. Result of a situation may be different for a devotee and a non-devotee. Okay. A devotee is always protected by God. Okay. It doesn't mean that non-devotee is ignored. Okay. So what will happen is, suppose a situation is such a way that the person should be affected in a very bad way. Okay. Suppose his leg should be hurt in such a way that there should be a very deep fracture, and which needs some surgery, and he has to keep something some iron or steel support within the bone, and rest of the life he has to be on that with that support. Hopefully maybe not, he may not use any stretcher or something, but still he need to be careful because there is an iron or a steel rod inside that. So that kind of thing should happen based on the previous life's bad credit, okay, bad karma. Okay, the same thing will happen. The situation is the same, and for a devotee, because he is in devotional path and he is thinking about the Lord, and he is doing something good, and he is stepping towards liberation or whatever. No? So, devotee, suppose this thing will impact a devotee and non-devotee in a different way. Okay, a devotee may also end up in an accident. Okay, he will also have the same thing. But thing is, there is a possibility. No, it is possible that the devotee may not have any fracture. Probably he should take a bed rest for 1 week or so, and then there is no fracture, and there is no need of any surgery, and there is no need to put any support in his leg. But a person who is a non-devotee, it means like a person who doesn't believe in God, or who is not even worrying about, and he doesn't have any spiritual insight. That kind of person, the impact of the result of the karma will impact exactly. Okay, it means like how much impact that karma should affect, this exact impact he will see. Okay, it means like he will have the fracture, and he has to go to the surgery, undergo the surgery, and also he will have the support of that steel or whatever in the leg. Okay, so the thing is, a devotee is protected because he is in devotion and God is taking care of him. A non-devotee also is taken care, his thing also is taken care, because the thing is, both of them have cleared the bad karma result. Okay, result of bad karma is nullified there. Okay, but it is nullified with a little bit severe effect for a non-devotee, and less effect for a devotee. Okay, so why devotion is needed means we need protection. Okay, so that's why it's always good to, it's not always like we have to be devoted, we have to believe in God, and we should keep doing good things, have good association, and do the namasmaran, whatever we call as take the name of Lord, keep doing good things. Okay, don't try to mingle with the people who don't believe in God, or who try to in fact who try to tell that okay, do good, you everything is in your hand, there's nothing, no need to worry about all those things. No need to do any prayers, no need to do anything. There are a lot of people around this world who says that everything is in your hand. Okay, you can do it. You have to do it, you get it. If you don't do it, you will not get it. If you do all the prayers also, you may not get it. Why do you waste your time like that? Those people are there. Okay, there are so many people around this world, okay, who don't believe this in God. And I really feel pity about them. Let's not discuss about them, because it's better to discuss about any devotee rather than discussing about some person who doesn't care about God. Okay, because ultimately everybody will die one day, and then the person who did not do anything, he will realize that time. Even if he realizes there is no point, because it's all time up. Okay, better not discuss about that. Okay, so the first line is clear. Result of any situation may be different. A situation may be different for a devotee and non-devotee. So just to make it short, try to be a devotee. Okay, try to do something for God. It is not for God, for you, because if you pray God, then whatever has to happen, it will happen, but it will happen. The bad things will affect in a small way for you. Okay, that is good. So we covered the first line, second, third, and fourth. Okay, we discussed, I think, pretty much a good detail about the good, bad, and selfless service account. Okay, so now coming to the point, anything for good for a devotee. Okay, it is already discussed. This concept goes beyond simple positivity. Okay, it reflects a commitment to finding purpose and growth in every experience. It means a devotee will think anything happen to him, it is for his growth. Okay, a bad thing or good thing, whatever it is. Okay, so he will experience everything in this life as a making progress towards the God, towards stepping towards God. Okay, so that's how he thinks. Okay, so it means like anything for good means it doesn't mean that it is good or bad, but devotee is thinking that it is good for him, anything. Okay, that's what it is. Okay, the next line is what we already discussed. I think it's implicitly we discussed this topic also. Anything for good, because we are disposing our bad and good credits, which is of big help. Okay, the impact of these experiences varies from person to person. Okay, I think we probably need to discuss this point. The first point is clear already. Okay, the thing is, ultimately to reach God, we should not have any good credits or bad credits. We should dispose them. Okay, the problem is, I have to discuss a little bit of, not detail, but at least give a bit of information on this one. So a person will come to this world to dispose few good credits and few bad credits out of his so much backlog. Okay, so after coming here to dispose some good and bad credits, he will experience the life, and while disposing the good and bad credits, he will accumulate more and more good and more bad credits. So what will happen is, at the end of the life, the purpose of his life is to clear those things. Okay, the good and bad credits, whatever he has to dispose. In spite of disposing that one, he will end up adding so much to the good and bad accounts. Okay, what happens is, after the life ends, the thing is, the good and bad account keep on increasing. It will never come down, and which is a problem. The one way to clear those is experience all those good and bad, and don't keep adding it again. Okay, that's what we should do. Okay, the thing is, this one, whatever we are telling here is, anything for good is, whether you are experiencing good or experiencing bad, you are disposing your good karma and bad karma, which is very much very much needed to attain the liberation. Okay, to attain the liberation, we should not have a good account or bad account. Okay, how can we achieve this? By disposing this. So what is God doing? He is giving us good experiences and bad experiences, and he is taking out our good karma and bad karma, which is good. Okay, so that's what it is. So that's why anything for good means God is equal to a devotee and non-devotee also. Okay, so because he is removing our good and bad karma by giving good and bad experiences. Okay, that's, I think it's okay. We can discuss too many things in that same point, but it's okay. Let's leave it for now, because otherwise we have to conclude this. I think otherwise this will be a never-ending topic. Okay, so the topic which we need to discuss is the impact of these experiences vary from person to person. Okay, it means a person who is a devotee may think that it is whatever happened is good. Probably something major would have happened, but somehow it end up with a small thing. Okay, but the other person who is a non-devotee may think that this is the end of my life. Why it happened to me like this? It should never happen. The other persons are all good. I am only getting impacted, and he will think that he will think first about him, and after that he will think why things are not happening the same way to others. Okay, because that's a level of maturity. So if you are a devotee and if you are doing a satsang, if you are with a good people, your thinking will be different, and the other person is not thinking like you, like this person, because he is having good association, and also he is a devotee, and he is getting education with the scriptures, and then he is getting to know the knowledge. Okay, so I think we want to make it very short. I think that's pretty much we cover that point. Okay, because it's so much detail we can go, but it's okay. It's clear now. Okay. So the last one is ultimate goal. The ultimate goal of a devotee is not to respond to any positive or negative situations. It means like a devotee's ultimate aim is to reach the state of inner stability. Okay, remaining unaffected by any external situation, positive or negative. The same thing is repeating here. So it means stable mind. Whether you lost something or whether you gain something, you are as it is. Okay, so that is what is the thing which everybody has to reach. Okay, not only the ultimate goal of a devotee, ultimate goal of any person is this. So to attain this, what we should do is already discussed. We should increase the selfless service account. Okay, that is the account which God will see, and if that account is having enough credits, then he will slowly make your mind in such a way that you will not be impacted with any critical situations, or if you will not be excited with any good things happening in your life. Because if something happening good, you don't need to be too much excited, because that will go away, and again the bad situation may come back. Okay, and even if the bad situation is there, you don't need to keep on crying, because that will go away, fade away, and then you will see something good days ahead. Okay, so the good and bad will keep continuing. It will be a mixture of that. Some days may be good, some days may be bad. Whatever it is, the good and bad will never end, because you cannot dispose all those things. Okay, unless you experience, and it will keep continuing. So better to do something like selfless service, or selfless or no expectation service, which will increase your third account, which will make your mind strong, and make sure that you don't respond to anything. Respond to means not like just let it go. You don't have much impact of any problem. Okay, so like that we need to tackle this problem. So I think that's pretty much the topic we covered. So anything for good for everyone, not only for a devotee. So everything is for our good. Okay, but thing is, we will try to be more strong by doing more sadhana, and then even whether it is a good or bad, it will not impact us. Okay, let's all try to do that. So, but anything for good is good, really good, and that is, we also agree. And whether it's a devotee or non-devotee, doesn't matter. Everything is for our good. Okay. So, if any questions or comments, you're always welcome. And there is a email which is listed here. If anybody want to know more about what we are doing, so just to send an email to this group, or anyway you can follow the channel. Probably we'll upload so many videos in the future also. Hopefully you will get a good understanding of some topics, and we can always discuss. We are all in the path of stepping towards liberation. So we are in the path. Okay, we are not there yet. Okay, but we will be there. But only thing is, we need to continue our journey. Oh, let's do that. Okay. Hari Om.